Hello YouTube fam, welcome back to another video. I've been speaking a lot about mental health and it's because it's something that I'm currently dealing with, and I have this video from the day before I went to the hospital. So I had no idea I was going to end up in the hospital the next day. I was just knew something was wrong with me, but not sure what exactly was going on. This had been going on for weeks, months, and I just think I felt crappy and I felt alone and vulnerable. So I recorded a video and it's very raw. I'm gonna make it uncut, and I feel it's important to share with you all because that's what I do on YouTube. At the time, I felt really alone because when you're dealing with an illness, you deal with it yourself ultimately. You're the one who feels it, you're the one who goes through it, and emotionally it takes a toll on you. And even though I have a very supportive family and boyfriend and a few select friends as well, it still weighs on you. It's still your life. It's still something that you have to deal with, wake up with every day, and go to sleep at night with every night. It's something that's stopping you from doing things that you used to love, and you're having to adjust your whole life around it. It's something that's making you take 10 pills a day that make you crazy. It's a lot, and it gets very heavy. I say that in this video. It gets heavy. All of the years are very heavy, and I mentioned friends visiting me in the hospital as well. And this is nothing against my friends or anything like that. It's just, I think the mentality that happens when you live with a chronic illness versus something that is more well known like cancer. When you say cancer, people are able to emphasize more. When you say something like lupus, people don't really understand the complexity of it and what really happens. And sometimes I feel it's as if, like grief, they just don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to approach that situation. And I've learned that that's something I can't be mad at, but I let out my frustration a bit in the video. So I'm going to share that with you all. Here is that clip.
10 years with lupus, from 14 to 25, and I always say it gets easier, but it doesn't. There's always that unknown corner, and I try my best to stay positive, and I've just been, it's funny because I started filming a video for my YouTube channel because I wanted to show that even when you don't know what's going on and you're scared, you can have fun and be positive, and that is so true. But then I just started breaking down. It all weighs on you so heavily, the years. And I was just thinking how crappy it is that in those 10 years, you just don't get treated the same as if I were to have cancer or some rare disorder. And of course, if it's going to take your life, it's serious, and I understand that. But it's not to say that I don't worry about developing cancer every day because of my increased risk due to having lupus. It's not to say that my medications are going to cause all these complications. And yet, if I'm not in the hospital for weeks, I'm not going to get a visit from friends. Only family checks in and my boyfriend. And it's just, it's frustrating. It's lonely. I want to make this because maybe I'm not getting that reach on YouTube, but maybe on Facebook people will share this, and I don't know if I want people to see this because I'm a mess right now. But chronic illnesses like lupus, MS, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, scleroderma, Sjogren's, they're all serious and frustrating, and you never know what day to day it's gonna be like. And that was probably one of the worst thoughts for me growing up was, okay, I made it 5 more years, 60 more to go. And I will continue to fight until my day ends. I will continue to fight until that day comes. But just know it's frustrating. Just know.
It's crazy to think that that video was a day before I ended up going to the hospital, before my doctor called me and said you need to go to the ER immediately. I think it shows how much these illnesses can affect us, and mentally I was at a point where I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what. I knew I felt like crap, but I didn't know why. And I got that diagnosis the next day, but it's scary, and I don't know, frustrating. I hope that me being vulnerable like this is helpful to you all, and that I know you can relate. I already know. I keep saying this every time. In the comments below, I would actually love to switch it around and ask you, what would you advise someone who has a friend with lupus to do? What is your best advice? What would you like your friends to do, almost, if you want to answer in that way? I don't know if I made any sense, but essentially it would be like one of my friends, what would I advise them to do to support me? And I think that even as simple as a text is so great. And I've had a few friends who have kept up with that since I was in the hospital. And this is something that has been very rare in the past 10 years in my life. But just having people actually realize, like, oh, okay, it's a little serious, just a little serious. So maybe I should check on her. I think that's a great start. Just ask how they're feeling. How are you really feeling? But anyways, don't forget to like this video as always. Subscribe and get notified so I can see you next time. Next video, hopefully it's a support video with Dave. I'm going to try to film that this weekend. So thank you all for watching. I hope you're having a great week and weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye.